fantastic. And as much as I love La Nerthe Red, you know I have a real soft spot for the last wine, the Chateau La Nerthe, Chateauneuf du Pape Blanc, which I might say is my absolute favorite white wine. Still wine,
Oh,
because
thank you.
you know I'm a fan of champagne, so I'll have to say still wine.
I know.
Still in me a
I
little.
have a few bottles waiting for you, as you well know, in my home at La Baie des Anges in Vaison-la-Romaine, waiting for you when you can travel again.
Whenever that is. Hopefully it's going to be soon, because like many people,
Yes.
my family is driving me crazy. I mean, in a good way, but I think they like me better when I'm not around as much. So talk to me a little bit about the Chateauneuf du Pape Blanc from Chateau La Nerthe.
Yes, well, first of all, it's a bit of a rarity because the production overall in Chateauneuf du Pape in the village is 95% red, which means it's only 5% white. And even today, there are quite a few estates that don't produce white. For Chateau La Nerthe, it's a bit of a different story. It's still smaller than red, of course, but it's around 15%, 15% of our production, which is very significant for the appellation. And we've always been well known for our white wine. Actually, as we are such an old estate and the only true chateau in Chateauneuf du Pape, we have a lot of archives describing the history of the estate. And we know that in 1786, when we first shipped wine your way to North America, actually to your hometown, Jeff, to Philadelphia, to Philly, to a Mr. James Baker, négociant in Philadelphia in 1786, just a few years after the independence. At that time, the white of La Nerthe was sold at a premium over the red. So it was always very, very, very well known. So we have a very long history of making white wine at La Nerthe, and we continue this tradition today.
And this, like the red, is also a blend. But again, I believe Grenache plays, or Grenache Blanc in this case, of course, plays a major role here too. Is that right?
Absolutely. It's like the red. We have variations by vintage. This is 2018. The main grape, the one that for me gives the character, even if it's maybe not, it's not every year, it's the most important in pure percentage term, is Roussanne, which I think is the most delicate of the grape varieties we have here in the Rhone Valley, be it in the north, in Hermitage, for example, where it's associated with Marsanne. We don't have Marsanne in Châteauneuf. It's not one of the 13 grapes. But in this case here, Roussanne is associated with Grenache Blanc, indeed, as well as a little bit of Clairette and Bourboulenc. So you have 4 grapes here in this wine.
No, to me, and I said it kind of in the lead into this segment of our talk, but to me, this is pretty close to the top of white wine, available white wine. Of course, there's, I mean, not to go back to Burgundy too much, but yeah, there are some fabulous wines made there too, but I can no longer afford them. But you know, I believe this is right around $60 in the US. And sure, it's not,
yes, that's correct,
everyday wine for most people, but certainly a weekend or special occasion wine. And I defy anybody who says they don't like white wine not to like this wine. The layers of complexity, the acidity that is certainly present but not overpowering. It is one of the more better balanced wines that I've ever had, and I just love it. And I think I've told you that over and over again. And so it's, I mean, to me, it's appropriate to end with this one because it's just a beautiful, beautiful wine. And
absolutely.
It takes me back to Châteauneuf, and my first time I visited there, I don't know if I didn't know you at the time, but I stopped at a little outside cafe and had my first ever glass of white Châteauneuf, and I was stunned. I just sat there and couldn't move for a while. And since then, it's kind of been, you know, my thing. If I see any white Châteauneuf, I say, oh, because I know how rare it is, and
Yes.
it's I don't know if I've ever had a bad white Chateauneuf du Pape, because as you said, it's so rare. If you're going to make it, it's got to be something that is really near and dear to your heart, and so you're going to take care of it and make as a great a wine as you can. So I wish there were
Absolutely.
more, but maybe because there is so little, that's why it's so good. I don't know.
Well, thank you so much, Jeff, for all those compliments. I'm blushing. I don't know if I'm red from the cycling in the sun or just from your compliments, but thank you very much. I think we share your enthusiasm, and we are very proud of our white indeed, and we like to drink it too ourselves.
So where are you off to tomorrow?
Right. Well, I have a long way across France. I'm starting straight west from here, so I have to cycle. I've decided to cycle through the Massif Central. So I'll be going through the Cévennes, the Causse, the Aubrac. So it will be it's going to be a long way because it's all small winding roads, and there's no flats. It's not like Houston, Jeff. It's everything is up and down, up and down, up and down. So yeah, let's see how I go. I hope to stop first thing tomorrow morning at the Pont du Gard, the very, very famous Roman aqueduct, which is actually just a couple of miles away from Tavel, and then make my way straight west all the way. Let's see. I'll keep you updated on how far I get every day, but I hope to make it to Bordeaux in the Entre-deux-Mers, which will be my first stop at Château Gantonnet. Where we produce Bordeaux wines in the three colors, red, white, and rosé. I hope to be there in 3 days.
Oh,
we'll see.
Yeah. So you're going 3 days without wine then? Is that allowed in France?
Don't worry, I'll find my way. This is France. There's always wine. But I won't see. I don't think I will not see vineyards. That's for sure. In most of the parts, it's going to be more cows and sheep.
And you're gonna go through any of the gorges of the Cévennes, or?
Yes, no, absolutely. And les Gorges du Tarn, which will be the day after tomorrow, I think. We'll see. Okay. I'll send you some pictures, of course.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely get some of those up so all my readers can see that. But once again, great talking to you, Christophe. We suffered through a little bit of technical difficulties, but it looks like we managed to get through that. So that was great. So we'll be in touch, and hopefully we'll talk to you in a couple of days.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Merci beaucoup, Jeff.
Merci.
Cheers. Bye. Bye.